On today's episode of the Fearfic Podcast, we read a spooky story or whatever, but more importantly, Slimebeast and Abysmii gaslight me into believing a new Evil Within game has been announced, and I'm very angry about it, not them gaslighting me, the prospect of there being another Evil Within game. So enjoy this podcast with the knowledge that that's entirely fake, and they've been lying to me. So, you won't be lied to, but I will. In this episode, tune in to find out how long it takes for me to figure out they're full of shit. Turns out, it's longer than it should.
Welcome to the Fearfic Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
So our cup runneth over with potentially very good.
Oh, sorry.
What?
With
that too.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's every day, so that's like I'm not gonna, remark on that on an episode. But our cup runneth over with promising asymmetrical 4v1 horror games. It has just been, I think, like at 10 o'clock my time, revealed that the Evil Within, I forget the developer for Evil Within, but their next installment's not going to be necessarily number 3, but it's going to be a 4v1 asymmetrical horror game, and it actually looks pretty cool.
And I think it's going to be called Evil Without Originality.
Evil Without Borders.
Yeah, Evil Without Borders. Please donate to our charity here at the Fearfic Podcast. Evil Without Borders.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I have not played a single Evil Within game.
There's two of them, and everyone says the second one is really good. And it's like, what about the first one? The second one is really good, but you kind of have to play the first one to enjoy the second one.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the first one is not a good game. It is, in fact, a bad game.
Damn.
I've only watched people play it, and honestly, it didn't really keep my attention, which is no remark on the game, but it's just kind of like, okay, you're inside people's minds and shit. All right.
It's purporting itself to be Resident Evil 4, but oh my god, what if it's like actually scary instead of some of the kitschy stuff? But so much in the game is just like, it's so very clear from the beginning of like, dude, wouldn't it be crazy if we were in a dream? And then the whole game, it's kind of like supposed to be unclear whether you know that you're in a dream or not. And it's like,
who cares?
I know that I'm in a dream.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
So,
I hate that. It's like time travel. It's like you can do one of two things with it, and they're both boring.
Right. And their main bad guy, this guy named Ruvik, because I had to look up the names for these fucking things. Yeah, he's literally Jeff the Killer.
Well,
literally.
I mean, but the nice thing is that he is going to be in the asymmetrical,
right?
And
which takes all the power out of being the main villain of a game when you can play the character and walk around,
I
goofing
want
with your
Jeff
friends.
The Killer in a game, so I don't really give a shit. Yeah. I'm excited.
But here's the thing. So they've announced they're going to do every possible thing, imaginable.
Sure.
They just have the safe-headed dude, which I looked up here. Hold on, because we have to look it up because nobody knows this. It's called The Keeper, by the way.
Yeah, I knew it. It was The Keeper.
So here's the thing. Dead by Daylight has the Trapper. They have The Keeper. True. Combine them together, you ship Trapper Keeper. And then you've got the other character they've announced, which is the swastika woman, Laura, the multi-limbed burn victim, I guess, character, the sister.
Yeah,
the weird
And
thing.
the funny thing is, in the preview, in the gameplay footage, just vagina. Okay, she's naked, yeah.
Like obvious.
Yeah.
They're all toothed, of course, to make it like horror, but wow.
Yeah.
Very, very on the nose.
It's on the nose, but if that's on your nose, then you're in trouble.
And then,
All right.
play ball. I was going to say something. All right. So you mentioned like shipping Trapper and Keeper. The Dead by Daylight community is so fucking thirsty for shipping all of the male killers together.
Right.
Like so much homoeroticism.
I thought
as an aside.
I thought you were going to say the Dead by Daylight community is so scared of Evil Within, whatever the fuck they're calling it, taking over.
I think a good portion, of the traction that you get with all of the shipping of Creepypasta icons just comes from the fact that all women secretly want to be killed.
Yeah. They want to be killed by a big, strong man.
Listen, I want to contest that assumption, and yet I have no personal experience. I have no anecdotes to tell you. Well, no.
All you can say is, well, not all women.
Yeah.
Not all women want to be killed.
But
I'm not saying. I want to make this clear. Not domestic violence.
Right.
Murdered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That would domestic violence. That'd be problematic.
Consensual murder, essentially.
Anything sexual, that'd be terrible. They just want to be killed.
Right.
I'm sorry to veer us back to the topic. There's like pros and cons with this one. They are doing some things that are proven mistakes that Dead by Daylight did.
Such
like a perk system.
Proven mistakes like the Evil Within franchise.
God damn it.
Damn.
Why? Why couldn't you do something original? Why couldn't you invest time into something else?
Guys, I totally blew past this. I totally didn't even realize it. This shows how good the promotional material is, okay? Evil Within, right? A symptom. That's the title of it. Like asymmetrical, but asymptom. Like asymptomatic.
Wow, I did not even read that.
Sometimes you have an asymptomatic colon.
Yeah. All right, well, the funny thing is, too, a lot of the characters they have, like I said, I had to look up the villains from it because I don't even fucking know. They have one called the Sadist, who is literally just the Trapper from Dead by Daylight. Yeah,
that one looks... I mean, they're going to need to do an enormous visual overhaul to a lot of this, because it just, there's so much in this game just looks the fucking same. But like 1 and 2, and the promotional video as well.
Right.
But like I was saying, there's they have procedurally generated maps, which is a terrible fucking idea because then, no matter how well you code it, there's going to be some fuck up where people are going to get fucked. Yeah, exactly. Well, either the killer or whatever the name of the roles are, either they're going to get fucked over or the other team's going to get fucked over, and they just please stop doing that. One thing that gets around that idea is a video game called Due Process, and it's like a SWAT versus villains game, and the way that they do it is they have a map tile set, and every week one person on their dev team is just assigned map duty. And the reason that they do it that way is they want it to where no one can learn the maps, and you have to learn good decision making. But they also want the maps to be quote unquote procedurally generated, so they have maps that kind of generate, and then the person on the dev team fixes them to make sure that they're not stupid. Well, and you know why that works? Because there's a human. Because I say so. Not asymmetrical. Because there's equal teams, and so therefore it's fine. No. That's not what asymmetrical necessarily means. Asymmetrical, I think, just means that the teams have different abilities, and the teams have wildly different abilities. It's a different amount of people. That's what asymmetrical refers to. Listen. I think we're blowing past the most important point here, which is Abysmii saying whatever they call the killers when the trailer calls them the evils. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, fuck. Hey, everybody, VHS is going to blow this out of the water. It looks so much better. The thing is, it's easy to go past it because what it does is it says in the preview that you'll have, the See, they don't say what they call the survivors, but they'll have perks. And what they say is they'll be able to do... There are evils, and there are the withiners. They'll be able to do unto evils, and evils is written in a different font, so I assume that's going to be the name of what the killers are. Sure. Whatever. Probably. But yeah. All right, the withiners are the winners. Yes. Withiners don't do drugs. I mean, we don't have a lot of information, but yeah. Only so much you can get from initial leaks and promotional material. But I mean, everyone's trying to jump on this. And you're saying this is a mobile game? It's going to be on mobile and okay. Potentially. Well, I have no further comments. And we were talking specifically just recently about VHS and how it doesn't go overboard in the dark and gritty gore. Thing, and lo and behold, fucking evil with it. As dark and gritty as you can possibly imagine.
That is kind of a problem with the Evil Within to begin with. It's like, what if Resident Evil 4 was really, really scary and dark? Shinji Mikami is going back to his roots. But Resident Evil 4 is fun because it's kitschy at points. At a lot of points.
Hot take, vouch take, Evil Within is to Resident Evil what making a creepypasta out of Resident Evil is.
To Resident Evil, yeah.
It really is just like,
God.
Fuck you, I'm going to make my own Resident Evil with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah,
goddamn.
Which is just like, don't bother.
It's also just terrible storytelling where it's like every bit of like actual lore you get comes from like fucking notebooks of the main character. You find his diary entries way after the fact, and he's like, my daughter died, and it's like, okay, but I don't care about you at all.
I don't care about your daughter, sir. If there was a daughter, I would want to know what its motives are, how to kill it.
If I was jacked into a brain dream machine, I would want to know how to get out and where all the ammo is. It's frustrating because that game could have been cool things because it had like a few cool mechanics like, hey, the dead bodies can come back to life. So, like, what if you have matches and you can light the dead bodies on fire? So that becomes like a survival mechanic. Yeah. And you got to kill the enemies as close together as possible so you can light their corpses on fire together. But ultimately, there's just it's really banking on the frustration of the player rather than like, oh, it's so frustrating, so you must be scared. It's like, no, I'm just frustrated.
Yeah, that is like, it always sucks when you hit that in certain horror video games where you get scared the first time around, but if it's like a poorly designed interaction or level, and then eventually you're just like grinding it out, and you're like, oh, I don't care anymore. It's always sad because you know someone worked really hard on that, but then it just, the horror completely leaves you after that.
And I think that there's something to be said about just the underpinnings of the entire thing, where it's like, with Resident Evil, for better or worse, good games and bad, whatever, it starts out with the simple premise of the Umbrella Corporation and blah, 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 blah. Maybe not in the very beginning, but whatever. And it's like, oh, the Umbrella Corporation, that's so interesting because, like an umbrella company, an umbrella corporation covers everything. Oh, that's, that's clever, and their icon is a recognizable icon, like this umbrella shape, and it looks evil for no reason. Like, you just look at it and that's an evil symbol, even though there's no reason to. And then you look at Evil Within, and what do they start with? A company called Mobius, and you're like, that's, okay. That's, first of all, you're trying too hard. Second of all, that I just think of Sonic. I mean, what the fuck? You're too dead! Like,
I'm inside your brain.
Game being published by Mobius Mobile.
God damn it.
Oof.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do for, once they run out of interesting monsters from the game, like bosses and shit. Are they going to add things? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
This is a game I don't think is going to have licensed IP. I think they're just going to fucking, just like...
They're going to release it and skate. They're going to put it out, sell copies, and that's it. Never
well, shit. It's being published by fucking Bethesda, isn't it? So fuck them.
Yeah.
They'll support that. VHS is coming out, and it's going to be, if not great, at least serviceable as a asymmetric. Like, it's impossible to look at VHS where it is right now in development and say, that's going to be bad. It is at least going to be okay.
Like, the only way VHS can fuck up is if the release is a bug-ridden mess, which every Dead by Daylight streamer I follow who has also been playing VHS has said, I saw like 0 bugs, holy crap, then this is in beta. Like, as long as it doesn't do that, it'll be fine. And as long as the devs keep to their word of, we're going to, we're going to listen to feedback and we're going to keep the game balanced, that's all they need to do.
So much of Dead by Daylight, whenever I see clips of it, looks so unpolished. It's like startling that it's so popular because it looks so unpolished.
The reason
you mean like
for
rusty?
that,
yeah, there's a lot of rust and dirt and blood and grime on everything. Yeah,
it's the console players are continually fucked over They are working on it, but for years and years they've had zero support. Apparently it's great on PS5, but every other console it's been on is just a piece of shit. So unless you're part of the PC master race, yeah, it looks garbage. Even
outside of just like graphical, I'm talking about like even the animations, like when
they're rough.
Someone throws like a slat down or whatever, like and you have to like break it. Mm-hmm. The monster always hits it twice, and they're always like boof, boof, and it's like the shittiest, clunkiest fucking animation. And it's like I can go to like these source filmmaker hentai things, and they're so smoothly, elegantly animated.
Don't get me started.
Those people are invested, though.
Those people are invested. And so it's just like this boof, boof. Like, yep, that's
how killer can boof in the middle of the round. Sorry, again.
You know what's funny? They were working on those in not this current mid-chapter update, but the previous one, and they're trying to make that smoother and look better. But it was so ridden with bugs that like they made a new graphical elements representation for the palette, but after the second kick, it just reverts to the old one.
Oh god,
so it looks so fucking bad.
You kick it back through
never
time.
Mind.
Huh?
It's so stupid. Like
It's like that in Team Fortress 2 where they have a JPEG of a coconut in the game file somewhere that isn't used, but if you delete it, the game won't launch.
God.
Sounds right.
It's just like, listen,
that is coconut.
It's a haunted animation. It just won't go.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So speaking of coconuts, how does this relate to our story?
It don't.
It don't.
It don't.
Well, we've been discussing horror video games this entire time, so let's discore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Podcast.
Welcome back to Stroked Out Reviews, where I de-score games. So, what is this screenshot? What is
Sorry,
it?
I don't know.
Is it showing
Is this
up?
all going in the episode, or what's happening here?
No,
This
we're
is
editing
all
this out
going.
because Abysmii's just like always does this, where he's like,
He's always screenshotting everything.
There
oh my
you go.
god!
That's my fucking. That's my screen.
Thumbnail, please.
yeah,
Please, thumbnail.
fuck, god damn it,
Look at that shit.
god.
We have to leave in
damn
some
it.
of this so that people know why this is the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah,
God fucking damn.
There's so much.
I love you, Adblock.
Abysmii, listen. This is an intervention. We needed to talk about this for a while. Yeah, your finance sales, they're lacking. We really need to get you some training on that to maximize your ROI.
Listen, I had AdBlock for years, and then after one Chrome update, AdBlock fucking borked Chrome, and it almost destroyed my computer.
Borked your Chrome. Every time you bring it up, we talk about you getting your Chrome borked.
You're getting your corn boarded, dude.
Corn boarded.
You're getting corn boarded, bro.
Hey, dude, you're getting the corn broke.
They couldn't make Children of the Corn in current year. What with the corn boarding scene?
God damn it.
But yeah, no, it almost fucking broke my computer, so I turned it off for a while.
So, speaking of horror games.
Yeah.
Best horror movie slots game.
And where is this hosted?
This is hosted on the Creepypasta.com.
And what is the
I
category?
never thought I'd find myself again.
What's the category for the story best horror movie slot games?
Its category is strange and unexplained. So this is unexplainable.
Yeah, completely unexplainable.
This is on the Creepypasta.com, which we must clarify is not associated with r/creepypasta.
Nor is it
associated
with
that.
It's not associated with youtube.com/creepypasta. In fact, creepypasta.com bought the channel of somebody who had 100+ subscribers and just changed it all to the creepypasta.com YouTube channel.
Get fucked.
Like a completely unrelated channel.
Yeah.
I can just buy my way into anything.
What's the rating of this story, Brandon?
3.59 out of 10.
That is very specific and
From
very low.
17 votes.
All right.
Let's see what this story has involved for us.
Yeah, it's 17 votes, 2 votes less, and a lot of Creepypasta narrators would pay a lot more attention to it. Anyway.
Ooh. Slot games are rather incredible given the fact they can
Oh, come on.
continually...
Don't give the story the justice it's due. Come on.
Slut machine.
No.
Slut games.
Slut
What are we doing?
gamers.
Welcome back to Slutty Gaming. Slut
Welcome
games
back to
are-
Twitch, you mean?
I don't know why you're slut shaming some Twitchers.
Who said I'm
Slut
shaming them?
gaming, slut shaming. Same.
Can we just start calling it Twitch shaming?
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did you hear about Stacy? She got fingered in the back of her car. Oh my god, she's such a Twitch streamer.
I mean, it was on Twitch, so...
What a Twitch show.
She was. It was a hot car stream.
Somebody should notify a staff member of Twitch. Why? He was right there.
Oh.
He was the one getting fingered. She was fingering him.
Wait, so what's the problem? She's such a bitch. That's it. Like, whatever.
He calls
Hate
the
her.
base knuckle tier 3. Oh, she's reaching tier 3.
It was a $500 donation. She got $500 just to finger some dude. I hate it.
All right, anyway.
Welcome back to. God damn it!
Welcome to the new category on Twitch, finger banging and ass blasting.
Welcome back to the new category, Stinky Knuckles.
Okay, so this is like a month in the future from the episode I'm about to reference, but wait, I just saw like a comment in Too Spooky saying, I'm legitimately concerned for the mental state of the Fear Fiction co-host and the state of what's left of Abysmii's liver.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, we're all insane.
All right, so best horror movie slot games. Let's go.
Slot games are rather incredible given the fact that they can continually provide bettors
I am Betor.
who play them with the unique experience that they offer. But their greatest strength is the variety and new titles that get released monthly.
I don't believe anything of that first sentence.
What? What's not believable? Abysmii, don't you play any slot games?
No.
You're saying that you don't believe a word of this right away. This is creepypasta.com, not No Sleep. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? This is all real. You can also tell English this person's first language.
Oh yeah.
They came out of the vagina and they're like, I'm Anglo all the way. Goo goo gaga, daddy, mommy, let me play some slot machines.
America.
Whilst many of these games will feature several different special bonus features or the number of total pay lines from which players are able to win from, each of those that are created is typically different due to the themes that have been applied. This is that fucking Red Letter Media tape. What was it, like Top Slots? The dude who just goes around and explains slot machines? That's what this fucking story is.
No. This is like someone writing a high school essay on slot machines. Like, slot machines have a variety of themes. Slot machines can give a variety of payouts, and their greatest strength is that they can vary in titles, and you can get different amounts of money from them.
It's basically one of those things like we talk about where it's like you have to know your audience. Is your audience people who play slot machines, or do they need it explained? You know, each theme will largely play a role in ensuring players are kept entertained as they spin the reels in hopes of landing some of the biggest prizes possible. And whilst there are some themes that are more popular than others, there might be none that are more popular than the horror theme.
Okay, I've been to Vegas twice, and let me tell you, horror is not the most popular theme for slot machines.
Listen, two times Vegas Abysmii here.
You have been going to the wrong casinos, because let me tell you,
I've been to fucking all of them. They all suck.
He's just like, I can disprove God. I can argue from, I can falsify a negative or whatever it is that the atheists always say. I've seen everywhere on Earth at the same time, and there are no horror slot machines.
It's not that there are none; it's that they're not popular.
I like the fact that Abysmii went to Vegas, and he came back from Vegas, and he messaged us, and he said, Vegas sucked, it was horrible, and I accidentally got married to Paprika while we were drunk, and we have to get a divorce so we can get married later. Anyway.
Otherwise, it won't be official. I already love this because, where I live, personally, I don't know about you.
There's slot machines in every corner.
In Chillicothe, slot machines everywhere, all of them horror-themed.
Yeah. There should be...
The slot machine in my basement, horror-themed.
There should be, and I know what you guys are going to say immediately. Don't interrupt me, motherfuckers. There should be a slot machine based off the Saw franchise. This is where you guys would say there probably is. But my point being... it should actually work like a Saw game, where if you don't win, like a little thing comes out and jabs you, like gives you a little cut on your hand,
You know what? Drunk people would line up to do that. Like that would work in Vegas.
That'd be yeah. I'm into that. It's just,
the lever is wrapped in razor wire,
Want to test your luck?
Yeah.
Indeed, it might not be for everyone, but the movie genre is one of the most popular around. Absolutely, everyone's lining up to see horror movies. It's not like they're dying out.
They're not maligned and fucking relegated to Netflix or something.
You know that famous horror franchise, Marvel movies.
Marvel.
Like seriously, other than Halloween, because Hollywood decided to care about it, name a thriving horror genre or franchise. Or franchise, I should say.
I mean, I guess you could kind of make a debate that like A24 films have like been doing like okay, but you can't say
they're
that
indie though.
They're indie as fuck. So it's like, they're mainstream indie, but they're still indie.
I don't know how you guys can say horror is dying when that new Shyamalan movie came out recently.
Is that horror?
Avatar?
Or is it just fucking Shyamalan?
Is it horror or is it just Shyamalan? What's the difference? Anyway.
With enthusiasts seemingly loving the blood, gore, fights, and screams.
God damn it,
what?
Abysmii.
Frights.
Yes.
Frights. I was like, fights? That doesn't...
Here's the thing. Fights would be great. Like, you just start, like, doing the slot machine, then some guy just pops out of the side of the slot machine and punches you in the face. That'd be great.
And screams that this particular type of movie can provide. And those who love playing slots will be able to combine the two, especially when they play the Platinum Casino jackpots that are available.
Oh, they're available. That's good to know.
These are just Abysmii. These are just some of the best horror movie slot games available to play.
This really is that video from Red Letter Video. It seriously is.
So now we're getting into the list. Do we each want to take one of like the...
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting into the... Like when you read a no-sleep story or a, modern stories, they always want to do lists and, rules and different things. So now we're going through a list of machines.
Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I guess I'm doing Dracula. Dracula.
That's the,
okay, but Abysmii, read.
That's the perfect title for like a millennial porno. Like, I guess I'm doing Dracula. Shrugging. Oh, well,
it's just a chick shrugging on the cover, like, nah.
Whatever. Dracula is one of the most famous vampires. No, I'm pretty sure he's the most famous vampire to have ever been created, and it is no surprise that he has his own slot game.
Oh wow!
He's not even like a pop star. He's not like the vampire Lestat or something.
Nope.
How did they get his approval for this game? He has his own slot machine.
That's a good question. Net Entertainment, I don't know, decided to pay homage to the character that came from the 1931 Universal Pictures movie.
That's not where it came from.
No, it's not.
It was a book, you fuckers. And before that, a legend, I guess. I don't know.
It has provided it with some truly incredible visuals that will make betters winch in fear. You mean wince?
Please make sure to like and subscribe if you winch in fear at the Fear Fiction Podcast.
Oh, that game was so scary it made me jump winch.
Guys, this is a tie-in for their horror-themed crane games. Winch in fear.
Horror crane. Blood crane.
Pull one of the prizes out of the blood bucket.
Oh, that's what it's one of the crane games, but it's horror-themed.
Yeah.
The blood bucket or the blucket.
Ooh. A playing grid that is slightly
Hey,
larger
baby,
than
want to see my
traditional.
bucket? No, thank you, ma'am.
No, I'm all right. A playing grid that is slightly larger than traditional slots is available as there are 5 reels and 4 rows.
God damn it.
Damn it. This is...
Is the handle a wooden stake?
As well as a total of 40 pay lines and bonus features that include free spins and random games. Furthermore, the return-to-player RTP rate of 96.60% is one that will get players gripped just as much as the visual experience provided will.
Amazing. I absolutely love this. This is... I'm just imagining Whimsywood, but instead of like an arcade section, it's just all slot machines.
Okay. So, like, the way this is written... If I didn't know, like the context, I would think, okay, there's some fridge horror in here somewhere. There's got to be something.
There might still be.
Maybe, but
what are you talking about? We're like halfway.
I'm legitimately spooked.
There
right
might
now.
still be.
I'm fucking spooked.
There might still be Abysmii begin quote 2-time Vegas visiting kayfabe breaker end quote Abysmii said. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Created by Random Logic, A Nightmare on Elm Street is a remake of the 2010 version of the film. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Well, that sucks.
Why?
That features Freddy Krueger and has a couple of the scary movie clips randomly being triggered in the game without a moment's notice.
What scary moments?
Hi.
That movie was a shitpost. There's nothing in it that's scary.
Them using the remake is kind of like when Dante from the Devil May Cry Dante, DMC Dante shows up in the PlayStation All-Stars or whatever it is. It's like, that's not who we wanted.
Oh, well. I like the idea where it says it plays movie clips randomly. I like to think they're random clips from the movie that last like 1 second. So it's just one character just going, the...
Right.
The visual experience provided is exactly what horror movie enthusiasts will want, whilst slot game lovers will love what is provided in the game.
I want to put that on my OnlyFans account. It's like, this is blocked behind a paywall, but the visual experience provided is exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. There are a number of bonus features available within the game, including free spins and other bonus games, whilst also featuring 2 progressive... Oh, it's a progressive game. How do we feel about that, guys?
I'm very happy for it.
Hashtag Gamergate. 2 progressive jackpots that are up for grabs to win from.
I'm just glad that it's not regressive jackpots.
Yes. This isn't your father's jackpot. A jab.
A jab.
All jackpots are bountiful.
We also got Halloween.
All right.
My favorite.
Halloween is perhaps one of the most obvious times of the year when the horror themes come to life.
I like it ending there. Halloween is perhaps one of the most obvious times of the year, period. Yeah.
It's the most obvious time of the year.
With kids all understanding exactly what's happening. It's crystal clear.
But the Michael Myers film of the same name to have been released in 1978 is perhaps one of the top movies of the genre.
Goddamn.
To have been turned into a slot game.
It's like you hired somebody to write a creepypasta on Fiverr.
I hate this so much.
Okay, here's my theory. Because COVID is killing the pachinko industry, China is edging in and trying to make slots, and so they're getting people who don't know English.
God damn it.
That is... I thought you were going to quote Zach Baggins for his quarantine special when you said that.
China is our nation's greatest enemy, he said? Is that what...
No, so Zach Baggins, a Las Vegas connection here. Zach Baggins lives in Vegas and has this haunted museum thing in Vegas. When the quarantine hit, he did a 4-episode special, and the beginning of it says, COVID has killed so many people that it's pissing off all the ghosts. So there's more ghost activity now, and I'm going to investigate it in my haunted museum.
God damn!
And it was the most tasteless bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Even for him.
He's the Matt Pat of haunted houses.
No, really though, he's the Matt Pat of Travel Channel. It's ridiculous.
All right, so we've got 2 paragraphs left. I don't know what the twist is going to be, but let's find out.
There isn't one. Out. Spoilers.
Fuck you. Okay, everybody, we're reading an advertisement that was posted on Creepypasta.com as if it were a story. Thanks, Abysmii.
You're welcome. Fuck this.
They actually they posted up on Creepypasta.com a story, all written out like a story post with a title, genre, or category, everything, and it's a big ad. So thanks, Abysmii, for bringing that up before we got to the end. Fuck.
Fuck. If nobody could figure it out up until now.
Yeah.
Fuck. There's one guy who couldn't figure it out.
Microgaming has brought this one to life by providing the 50 payline title with a number of different special bonus features that can make the house that is famous in the film be as rewarding as possible, despite being incredibly scary.
What?
Although it is a low volatility game, the RPTP rate of 96.04% is still reasonable. It's not great. It's not great, guys, but it's still reasonable.
Listen, guys, I know this is shitty, but come on. You can play it. Come on.
Hey, girl, I got an RTP of 96.04. Oh, well, that's not great, but
it's reasonable.
It's reasonable.
I like how it's written like it's a fucking critical Yelp review. That's like, listen, the prices there are not great, but they're reasonable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And only adds to the cinematic gameplay experience that is provided throughout the slots.
You'll be horrified and jump scared as you lose money. So that is the story. It doesn't say who wrote this, though. There's no author.
You know, well, listen, we're trying to get back to the traditions of Creepypasta, where it was anonymous and you don't know who wrote it.
Yeah.
We do have one comment that says, "Why is this a Creepypasta? This reads at best like an informative article for a magazine."
Someone didn't figure it out, apparently.
Nope.
See?
It's well, there you go.
Abysmii's just out here ruining all the jokes. Like, next he's going to tell DP that there's no Evil Within game. You know, it's just ridiculous.
That DP really caught on probably quickly about.
Dude, okay. So, behind the curtain, I'm late to this session, and they're discussing this already. And I get out of the shower, hustle to get in here and start recording. They're talking about it.
Yeah.
And Abysmii describes it, and I'm like, that ain't real. That ain't real. And then we continued going. At this point, it's Schrodinger's cat. I don't know if it's real or not. But they could very well be fucking with me and just mentioning the Evil Within to trigger me.
This is just confirmed. Schrodinger's cat is confirmed to be a new killer in Dead by Daylight. Or is it?
Schrodinger's cat.
That's too inventive for them.
You're getting to the end of the match, and it's like, I don't think there's a killer. We've been doing all the stuff. There's like,
well, I don't know.
We're almost out. I don't know. Boom,
but I will say, I do appreciate not knowing who wrote this story. It could have been one of the administrators from the Creepypasta website, creepypasta.com. Could have been me. Could have been one of you guys, or it could have been a CCP shill.
Yeah, could be anyone.
Could be someone from Tencent.
It's definitely not
Butthole
Casino, who fucking advertises in the middle of the fucking story.
And the joke's on us because we're advertising them too. Actually, Elias, bleep out the name.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Except for Casino.
I'll put in Elias, put in some funny word. What's a funny word?
But
Elias cut in me saying but
God damn it.
butthole.
Oh, God. The prices at Butt Casino are pretty high, but they're fair.
Butthole Casino has an RTP of 96.04.
No lie, though. When in the 90s, when I was an angsty teenager, I listened...
poop.
Return to penis.
Return to penis.
God damn it. You must return to the penis.
The penis.
That's you
After
don't know
women
this.
have fucked me, they have a 96% return to penis rate.
Yeah.
You don't know this, but since you didn't play Evil Within 2, that's like one of the most quotable lines. Is, return to the penis. Keeps playing every once in a while.
For sure.
Watch them release a teaser for an Evil Within asymmetrical game before this episode goes out. It'd be really funny.
So it is bullshit.
Yeah, it is absolute bullshit.
Amazing. I love how I wasn't in on the joke and I just kept going along with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just sitting. We started the call early, like you saw, and I just said we should come up with some bullshit to say. Just something believable, but
It was believable. I'm just like, what the fuck?
with this that thing with that guy from Petscop saying that the Candace Newmaker stuff was intentional and he's sorry. It's like I don't know what's intentional in anybody's.
I know
stuff
nothing
anymore.
about Petscop.
Yeah.
God, I've heard that in years.
Yeah. The guy who who Candace Newmaker was?
No.
No.
All right, quick, brief story. Candace Newmaker was a little girl who was killed, I believe, by her parents. I'm not sure. But it was like a news story for a while. And so the creator of Petscop put in Easter eggs in Petscop that were referencing Candace Newmaker, which put all those theories out there of is Candace haunting the game and blah, blah, blah. And so recently he put up a tweet where he's saying, yes, that was intentional, and no, I wouldn't do it again if I had the choice. Like, that type of thing.
Well,
Like he says, that was a bad idea.
At least they come forward and are like, hey, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But there's so much stuff where it's just like, hey, it's so fun to just like jack off to like the idea of, hey, what if Jack the Ripper continued killing people? How would you write Jack the Ripper killing people?
Did you see that thing with Yeek?
Oh God,
Yeek?
that fucking
Yeah.
game.
What's Yeek?
Do we even have time to explain?
No,
Yeek? I don't think we do.
I don't know.
Yes, we do.
That's a cold open in and of itself. So let's just go into short story.
Okay, let's do that next episode.
Or and in a future episode, I guess.
Sure.
Oh my fucking god! All right.
So, short story one, talked about them on the podcast before. Big fan. Can't keep up. I swear they released new stories like every day or every other day, and I can't narrate them fast enough. It's encouraging just how much they fucking write.
Yeah.
But we're gonna enjoy their very unique brand of horror.
I don't care if the stories are borderline fetishy. I don't care. I admire the work ethic of putting out a story every day, almost.
Pretty much.
It brings back so much of like the classic quote-unquote creepypasta era, where people were just trying things and just posting things, and if you don't like it, fuck you, Not all this time trying to guide it so that everybody likes it,
Yeah, and unlike most stories that I see, even ones that we like these are such, you swear they could be just copy-pasted from green text on 4chan. It's just that they're so indulgent and blatant, and I love that.
You could be derogatory or complimentary by saying they're not trying too hard.
No.
Yeah. Nobody should be trying
just
that hard when they're just, writing a fun story on the internet. There was that thing where the No Sleep authors were talking at the Creepypasta VR convention.
Oh, God.
AKA Pedopalooza, but,
Okay, we have this safe space set up for anyone that's 13 years old to 17 years old. We want to get you all in there. And just to keep you comforted, we're going to put all these narrators in there with you.
damn it. We're going to get all the
Pick up your
underage...
kid at the Pedo Pagoda.
God damn it, Pedopagoda. That sounds like a kiosk in a mall. Like a dying mall. Somebody write a story about a dying mall with no stores in it, but there's one kiosk called Pedo Pagoda. There's a dude with glasses and a thin mustache. What do you sell here? What do you... Actually, I'm buying. Fuck off. But yeah, I was just gonna make an additional joke of all the kids get into this, safe area. Why is there a trap door? Never mind. Stand on it.
No question
about that.
Anyway. Short story one.
Short story one. What I wore to the Met Gala. You can tell how dated this episode is.
Oof.
Welcome to the Dated Reference Podcast.
Now, to be fair, this is dated for now, even.
Yeah, no, this is 2 weeks late to the Met Gala. But again, I love that Short Story 1 probably saw memes about the Met Gala and was like, yeah, I could write about that.
Yeah, why not?
Here's what you don't know. When Nicki Minaj talked about her Trinidad friend or whatever, having the vaccine and then their balls swelling up and being infertile, she didn't actually write that. That was just a Short Story 1 story.
God damn it. I'm Nicki Minaj's cousin's husband, and my balls have swelled to uncontrollable sizes. Short Story 1.
I'm happy.
Literally a no sleep story. Fuck.
You're not, for everybody out there, you're not supposed to get the vaccine injected into your testicles. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it works for making you infertile. We just invented male birth control.
Mm-hmm.
True.
What I wore to the Met Gala. Hey guys, I had such a good time at the Met Gala and couldn't decide what I wanted to wear. I wanted it to be unique and different, where everyone would look at me. I first tried on the skin of a construction worker, but that didn't suit me.
Yeah, we're getting right into it. That's a Short Story 1 staple.
It's also poignant to the idea of listen, I'm wearing working class people.
Yes.
It's already perfect.
Yeah, the construction worker.
I'm not one of them.
The construction worker had a tattoo on his chest that said "Tax the Rich." It was such a good look.
It was really fetch.
That bitch AOC showed up and copied me.
Goddamn. I like the idea, though. I really love the fact that Short Story 1 stories get right to the point in the beginning, because it'll be like, I was served a very strange Slurpee at my local 7-Eleven. And then you read the first line, and it's like, so this guy shat in a cup and handed it to me. And you're like, oh. I see where this is going.
It. I love it because it's such stark juxtaposition of everything else that's going on in fear fiction right now, which is just, oh man, I need to write my fucking magnum opus every time I write a story. No, dude, just sometimes direct and to the point is fun. Just do that.
You may know about the show All in the Family, which aired in the 70s and started, and it's like, just fucking get to the point.
Oh, shut up.
Short Story 1, I turned on the TV and saw Mama from All in the Family. Or wait, no. That's a different show. Well, whatever. It was a crossover.
My parents did something weird after Bible study.
Yeah.
Anyway, my parents tied me down and forced me to watch Pinocchio.
Yes, exactly.
It's you know what it is? It's just very much hitting our sense of humor, but taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Taking it, I don't know why I turned into Dagon there. The idea of Abysmii getting T-boned by a truck is just I'm tired of getting T-boned by a truck every day. And then the story is just 2 paragraphs of every fucking day rush hour traffic get T-boned by a truck.
And then
my
the last line
are completely fucked now.
The last line is something like, I don't know why the driver looks exactly like me. I don't know why he's a floating head. And you're like, okay, bye story. Had a nice time.
It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it just leaves you with an impression, and that's what I want from most stories.
That's what you want from getting hit by a truck, and to leave an impression.
That too.
But this idea of a magnum opus, it really does put into focus, this magnum opus put into focus.
Hocus pocus on your crocus.
Every time I'm writing sketches for this podcast, I have so much more fun than if I'm trying to struggle over a quote unquote serious scary story. Yeah. And I just when the author is having fun, when the creator of something is having fun, it infects you.
Yeah.
You feel it.
That's why it's always fun when people are commenting on a story and they're like, this was really weird and it had this ending that was stupid, and you're like, you don't know how to have fun. Fuck off.
What the fuck did I just read is the most common comment on Short Story 1 stuff, and I love it. I love seeing it.
This story was really good when it was banal and normal and nothing supernatural happened, but then something weird occurred and it lost me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the fucking laundromat with you motherfucker. Go watch the clothespin. Dipshit.
It is just weird how people get pulled into like the formulaic thing. It's so bizarre to me. It's like, why do you want that? Why do you? It's a story where everything that I wanted to happen and expected to happen did.
Mm-hmm. It really makes me feel like I'm insane, or I'm this, and I am a stupid hipster, but like it really makes me feel like I'm some weird outsider of, I don't want to read your thing about how I'm working at this job and its number one rule is to don't die. Like I'm not exaggerating. That's a fucking title I read. I'm like, who wants to read that? That sounds so boring. You just told me everything. I don't want to read your story now.
Can we get a rule story where like all of the rules are like things that really shouldn't be said in a rules list for work, but things that are like realistic of like, mm-hmm. Rule number 1, don't take a 30-minute shit during the rush hour.
If it's the lunch rush, do not go on break.
Rule number 2, no drugs.
Please stop doing them out by the dumpster.
Rule number 3, please don't sexually harass people or ask people if they're dating anyone.
Please stop molesting people's dogs when they bring them in. It's a bad look.
Every time someone gets fired, they just write a new rule.
Okay, well, we actually have written possibly the only original take on a rules pasta, which would be my new workplace has a normal set of rules.
Yeah, and it took us 30 seconds.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, boy.
At the end of the story, you could just say, you list all the rules and everything, and then you just, at the end of the story, you say, by the time I got to the end of my shift, none of my employees had followed any of them, and you're like, oh, there's the horror.
Mm-hmm.
They were molesting dogs and doing drugs, shit.
Yeah, all right, if you're going to work in this flapjack factory in Nebraska, you got to know rule number 1. Rule number 1 isn't on the official books, but I'll tell you this. If there's a grease fire, don't put it out with water.
God damn it.
Don't do meth behind the dumpster, except on break.
Oh, now I'm thinking of a creepypasta where you're working at a flapjack factory and everything just comes back to flapjacks. What do I put it out with? Where there's a bucket of flapjacks.
Get the flapjack axe from the safety device.
You go into the break room and there's like a vending machine, but every slot is just a flapjack in the fucking slot.
Oh, God,
they're all
holding over.
I'm so sorry, Short Story 1. I know we veered off topic really hard.
There was a coworker of mine at the flapjack factory who always had a bagged lunch with his name written on it. One day I got really curious and peeked. Yeah, it was flapjacks. Nobody better eat my flapjacks. I've been saving them.
Listen, newbie, I need to hold down the fort here in the kitchen. You need to go clean up the toilet. It's backed up. Someone stuffed a bunch of flapjacks in the toilet.
God damn it.
Tried to flush all the flapjacks.
I've been trying to fax out this work order, but the copy machine's full of flapjacks. I don't get it.
On day 5, I went in to relieve the person who was on shift before me, but all I found was a pile of flapjacks in their clothing. Well.
13th day of work, I tried to pull in, but I slid in the parking lot on a bunch of flapjacks. I into the flapjack factory.
Day 27, can't leave my house. Every window and door is pressed with piles of flapjacks. It's getting dark. The power is going out.
This is like fucking Dogscape.
Wait, they said that, okay, they're going to work. They're driving their truck, and it slides on flapjacks and, like, slides into the building in its glass front, and the airbags come out. The airbags are just flapjacks.
God damn it.
It just blasts them in the face.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you're really lucky, son. 1 or 2 less flapjacks, and you would have had a broken nose.
Oh, my God. This only would be if somebody were to post this on No Sleep or... Okay, if you write this flapjack story, either somebody in this call or anybody out there, I will personally delete every comment that isn't from a username with flapjack in it And just register as many accounts as you want. Flapjack47, Flapjack Aficionado. Just make everything Flapjacks. From the story below.
Oh, please write Flapjack story.
Double write the Flapjack.
If you post the story, I will add a rule to the forum where you can report a post for not being about Flapjacks.
We can do that.
You know what?
Double. If you write a Flapjack story, I'll finish Pizza Hut's Part 3 so I can publish the Pizza Hut story.
Damn it. And he'll put a Flapjack in the story somewhere. He'll hide a Flapjack in the text.
God damn it! Now I need to put that in the notes for the Pizza Hut story. His skin was rough.
Sorry.
Why am I turning into clapping emoji?
Roblox girls only.
Roblox girls only. What is that from? Anyway, from all of
it's
the
literally
years
just from Abysmii.
I know.
We were reading bullshit on the Trollpasta wiki, and it was like one of the suggested titles in the suggested panel. It just said Roblox girls only. It's fucking genius.
So I threw it away. And I don't listen to the podcast after it's been edited by Elias.
Mm-hmm.
We just send it off.
Hey, by the way, remember all those episodes where it was like, zip, and where it was cutting out audio? Remember that?
Whoops.
I think that was might have been YouTube. Because
I think that was YouTube compression fucking up the audio.
Seriously. Yeah.
Well, she hates us.
I posted a podcast to YouTube. I found out the site has a bunch of weird rules.
God damn it.
You can't post fun or it'll be chopped up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't mention there being a flat Earth, even sarcastically, or you'll get a Wikipedia article attached to your fucking video. The Earth is in fact round, folks.
You know what we should do? You know what we should do to help out YouTube's audience? We here at YouTube should make it so that every time anyone mentions anything, they're linked to an article anyone can change at any moment.
Okay.
That sounds that's good.
Jesus.
Wow, this video might be wrong. Let me check this.
Jesus was a longtime listener of the Fear Fiction Podcast.
Yeah.
I love those boys. They're having so much fun.
Jesus worked at the Flapjack factory for 5 years.
I don't know why I
Where
made
he learned
Jesus sound like
carpenter.
fucking... What's his name? I was
Odenkirk.
like Bob Hope, but that's not correct.
Bob Marley?
No, it's a painter.
Oh, Hitler.
Ross?
Yeah, Hitler.
Goddamn.
Exactly.
Could there be a scene in the Flapjack story where the guy's at church and the priest is giving them each a flapjack for communion?
Yes. Also read the story.
Jesus is working at the Flapjack factory. No, fuck you. Jesus is working at the Flapjack factory, and he's just like, listen, I worked there for 5 years, and that's where I learned carpentry. If you can build a table out of flapjacks, you can build a table out of anything.
This is my body, given to thee. It is flapjacks.
My flaptrifies.
Now, Jesus, a batch of flapjacks
with syrup.
Now, Jesus, a batch of flapjacks went through the line today, and they were a few centimeters smaller than they should be in diameter. Well, why don't you just fucking crucify me, huh?
Jesus, I saw that you took inventory and multiplied it by 40 squared.
God damn it.
It's just going to rot on the shelves. What are we going to do with that? I'm sorry. Your cup runneth over.
If Jesus can multiply food, can he divide it too? Can he subtract it?
Presumably.
He's just making people's food disappear. I can't wait to eat this loaf and fish. Gone. Oh, fuck. Jesus.
What have we learned? Nothing. You didn't tell me anything, Jesus. I just wanted to eat lunch.
Exactly. Jesus away!
Blessed are the hungry, because, your food's gone. See ya.
When Jesus flies away, he stretches out his arms and gets crucifixed, and the crucifix launches him.
Okay. Is Jesus not perpetually T-posing? It has how we depict him all the time.
Jesus is like one of those magical girls from an anime where he goes floating up into the air and spiraling, and he gets crucified.
Magical transformation.
Yeah.
Magical transformation, slapjack Jesus. Rule number 3 of the Flapjack Factory, we're talking about this now, is that there is no maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
It is the pancakes are very dry as well.
Mm.
So I threw it away and was still positive, though I was that I was going to find something. I was super excited about the Met Gala, and it would be such a good day to get away from normal people.
I love the subtext here. It is so fucking blatant, and I fucking love it. Because this is also how I feel about the Met Gala. Oh, it's a bunch of... Because I didn't know what it was. I had to ask people, because all I saw were fucking memes on Reddit. I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's just a place for fashionistas. Okay, no one gives a shit.
Yeah. I saw AOC's ass, and I was just like, oh, man, the next week is about to be fucking hilarious.
She's got my vote. Not really, but... I'm about to spank it. Then I tried on the skin of an office worker who was a little overweight, and I was also going to write on his skin, I am skinny. Even this office worker's skin is really overstretched. I was super excited about this and couldn't wait to turn up at the Met Gala, showing up in an overweight office worker's skin. It would have made all of the models and A-list celebrities all turn towards me, but at the last moment, I decided not to. Something inside of me said to go further, and so I did. God, oh my, I can't even guess what this is fucking going to be.
Here we go.
I'm going to throw this out there. I really, really hope that there isn't a change of heart about Short Story 1 among the fucking no-sleep errati. I want the no-sleep people to not like him. Because if people catch on how fucking sick his stories are and copy him without getting what's so fun about Short Story 1, it would be so vapid and annoying.
It would be the next, I'm a park ranger, here are my rules, fucking when to go, and
And I don't want to diminish Short Story 1's ability or potential fame, but fuck me, I hope that this does not get, I don't hope it doesn't get just completely ripped off. I really don't want to see that.
This is so fucking sick. Like there's a point to it. It's really funny. It's really dark. It's hitting all the boxes, and I could see something that is like mirroring this with nothing inside of it.
All right, so I don't know if it's that dark. Let's proceed here. I then tried on the skin of someone suffering from cancer.
Amazing.
I then tried on... People are going to think I'm bullshitting. I then tried on the skin of someone suffering from cancer, and this felt like even more unique. Going to the Met Gala...
we should have been reading it like that the entire time.
Well. Too late.
Going to the Met Gala is all about uniqueness and different, and at the same time, I will be showing awareness to cancer. Oh my fucking god! I'm promoting cancer awareness by wearing someone's skin. Fuck. Could this be more? It's a little bit vague in its meaning and yet very direct at the same time. It's interesting.
No, I love it. It's so on the nose.
Yeah.
It is so on the nose of it's a bunch of rich people showing up and trying to make statements.
Yeah.
That are utterly tone deaf because what the fuck do they know?
And all of the things that they're wearing are made on the backs of people who are suffering,
Yeah.
I could feel the suffering. Oh, there we go. I could feel the suffering of the cancer patient, and it became too much for me, and I didn't think I would handle wearing the skin of the cancer patient for too long. I gave the cancer patient his skin back, and he was upset, but I thought I made the right decision. God damn it. Wait. Is he upset that you're not wearing it to the Met Gala? Is that why he's upset? Oh, what? It's not good enough for you? All right. Well, jeez. Look at you.
Who the fuck are you? Someone wore my skin to the Met Gala. Who the fuck are you?
I was born by a crazy person to the Met Gala. Who the fuck are you? God damn it.
I finally watched that video, and it is very different than how you two portrayed it.
I am skinny. Who the fuck are you? I'm Short Story 1. I wrote 1,000 stories about my wife being weird.
In a week.
Yes, in a week. Who the fuck are you? Grand Theft Motto, get a fucking job.
Oh, shit.
Who the fuck are you?
Fired.
That's right, we went there. Then it finally hit me, and I took off my own skin, and then I wore it again. So I wore my own skin to the Met Gala. How deep is that? I'm a genius. The Met Gala was amazing.
God damn it. Awesome. Fry from Futurama. Shut up and take my upvote. There we go.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Amazing.
God.
If you don't click the link in the fucking YouTube box and upvote this story, then you have not good taste.
Here's the thing. So, Short Story 1 posts on the Creepypasta subreddit, the Stay Awake, and the Short Scary Stories. Find the one with the most upvotes and just give it traction. Like, find that.
And go to No Sleep and downvote everything else so we have a better chance. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, if you want to, who gives a fuck? But don't do that. They can't stop you, literally, but don't do that.
They can't stop you.
I mean, that's what is fun. Like, you say that, but on the No Sleep OOC subreddit, I constantly see, hey, so it's clear that everyone's just going around and downvoting everyone else's story so they get higher. Can we do something about that? Everyone's like, yeah, it's shitty behavior, but no. Ugh. And I'm just sitting there like, I can't say anything because I have a reputation there, but I just want to yell, yeah, this is why, like, tying your story's value to fucking upvotes is stupid.
Oh, God.
Idiots?
Yeah. Abysmii has a reputation there, so he won't say it there, but he'll say it on our podcast.
Which
you know why? You know why? Because none of the people from No Sleep are listening because they're too busy trying to figure out the fucking system.
Yeah.
Like Charlie from Always Sunny.
The amount of, like, meta-textual posts I see of, like, hey, how do I game this without saying I'm trying to game this system it's honestly sad. Like, I wish these authors would just write and not feel so much pressure as to, God, I hope I get, like, recognized on No Sleep. It's so sad.
And the funny thing is, none of it means anything because you can buy upvote bots.
Yeah.
So once you can do that, it doesn't matter how many upvotes you have because that's as easy as it is. So.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
And that is why IPAs are a scourge upon all things decent in this world. Hello, this is Abysmii.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, hey, Scott, it's been a while. How you holding up?
Oh, not great. I got a lot of bad press.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not going to comment if that's all right with you. You've heard it before.
I appreciate that. I also haven't released a game in over 4 months.
Well, yeah, but you've got another one coming out any day now, right? Scott, you've made 12 games in 7 years. That's incredible if you compare it to most studios in the industry.
Sure, but I have so many ideas. I just want to get them all out there as quick as I can so people can enjoy them.
I understand that, I really do. It's tough having so many projects in the works sometimes.
And then my movie lost another director.
Wait, another one? Did Chris Columbus quit, or...?
No, I had to let him go. He just doesn't understand Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, Scott, does anyone at this point? You've made a bit of a beast here, and I'd say something is better than nothing for the movie adaptation.
Do you want to direct it?
And when you have people like MatPat influencing so many Excuse me?
Yeah, would you like to direct the movie? I have complete creative control. They'll let me hire anyone.
I don't know what to say, Scott. I have a full-time job. I don't live in Hollywood, so that would be kind of difficult for me.
Oh, yeah, I see.
But I could certainly be a remote consultant. Maybe let me know what problems are plaguing production.
Sure, that might help. Basically, the studios keep rebuffing my ideas and trying to turn the movie into something it's not. I have a whole list.
All right, yeah, let me get my own notes going here.
First, they wanted to turn it into a goofy slasher, but I want this to be a serious movie with a really good message. None of that Willy's Wonderland nonsense.
Well, Scott, FNAF is kind of silly at its core, don't you think?
And they keep asking for Markiplier to cameo alongside Corpse Husband, but I don't even know who that second person is.
Well, I agree with you there.
And I really want Freddy's reveal to be a big crucifixion scene with oil instead of blood and large industrial screws instead of nails.
Wait, hold on.
And Bonnie needs to be the ghost of Rapture's future, so we need some dream sequences for the protagonist.
I don't think...
And Chica needs to be on fire for most of the film. They said they can CGI that, but I want the real thing. I want a stuntman on fire for the entirety of production.
Scott, that's not really ethical or even practical.
And the budget, don't get me started. They think $20,000 on communion wafers and grape juice for craft services is somehow unreasonable.
Scott...
And I want the premiere to be projected onto the moon so half the world can see it at any given time.
Scott.
You're right, that's too much. How about Mount Rushmore instead?
Scott, I'm starting to see a pattern here.
And I want the victims to bleed chunky yellow blood, not red blood. No one's done that before.
Scott, I'm hanging up.
And I want MatPat in the movie, but as a mannequin. He won't get any lines.
Cassie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's a cute dog. Now
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, I like my dog. I would advocate if you have a cloning machine
Mm-hmm.
and are nearby,
Uh-huh.
you can clone my dog. I will allow it.
If you have a cloning machine and you're nearly by, clone yourself and see what happens, you know? See where it
Clone
goes.
local.
This is a plug for Loki.
Okay, so for, the real plug. I love BattleTech. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Go on.
What's
I'm
your
intrigued.
favorite mech?
I like
Are you gatekeeping?
No. He's just
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you like Battle
Name
Schmack?
all the mechs.
You like BattleTech? Name all the mechs, yeah.
You like BattleTech? Name every character from Razafon.
Mm-hmm.
No, my favorite mech is probably the one Abysmii, the one that's purple and green and shaped like
Charlie Sheen.
the Unit 1 from Neon Genesis Eva. I like that one.
Yeah, longbow. Yeah.
Yeah, longbow. That's what he always says every time. Shoko Asahara gets into his BattleTech longbow. He's just like longbow, and that's his thing. I love.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, in the game, when you hit the honk button, that's what happens. It just goes longbow.
I thought
Longbow.
when you said that's what he says every time, I thought you were going to lead into Abysmii just says Longbow whenever you ask him for a character's name. Who's that?
Longbow.
What was the villain from that James Bond movie, the casino one? Oh, Longbow. Yeah.
Longbow. No,
And then no one knows if it's spelled LONGBOW, one word, or like LONG space B8 or BO.
Mm-hmm.
Longbow.
Mr. B.O. Mr. B.O. Nice to smell you.
the only Native American character in all of BattleTech, Longbow.
God damn it. Really?
Probably. Well,
Sure, yes.
I think Terra was destroyed at some point, so probably.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Poor Tara. What happened to her? Who destroyed her?
That's a long.
Was it Longbow?
That's a longbow. That's what we should have clickbait titled this episode is Terra gets destroyed by Longbow.
With 5 O's.
The 5-0? Just put a Piper Perry on a couch with 5 O's behind her. What?